Oh yeah, got it.
Seniors, you may be seated. Good evening and welcome to Walden High School's Commencement Ceremony to celebrate and honor the class of 2024. My name is Allison Tyler and I'm the head of Walden School. Before we begin tonight's celebration for our graduating seniors, I would like to take a few moments to recognize our faculty and staff who have truly made this day possible. They work tirelessly to ensure our students are inspired, remain inquisitive and organized, practice kindness and compassion, are responsible for their actions, and most importantly, that each and every student feels valued and heard. This intentionality happens in every interaction that they have with our students and is modeled by them day in and day out. Can you please give a round of applause to our faculty and staff? All right, seniors, you hold a very special place in my heart. When you started kindergarten in 2011, I too started at Walden as the admissions director. Alyssa, Aubrey, and Lucy, you were my very first Walden students that were enrolled in that admission season. From that very moment, you became as important to me as my own children. I have thoroughly enjoyed growing with you over the years, learning the ropes of being back in a school environment, enjoying numerous activities and events, getting to know your teachers, and celebrating your milestones and achievements with your families through smiles and sometimes tears, Kevin Manning. Matter of fact, I handed some of your parents tissues on the very first day of kindergarten and plan to cry right along with them throughout tonight's commencement ceremony, but I wanted this to go full circle. So, here's your tissues, the mayonnaise. Here, oh, Aubrey's family right there. Where's the Keelings? Oh, okay, let me see if I can get there. Before me tonight, whether you started with me in kindergarten or enrolled later on, each and every one of you has captured my heart and admiration throughout your time here at Walden. 13 years ago, all of you walked bravely into a kindergarten class, making friends and gaining a better understanding of what it meant to be as a student. You navigated the schedule of your school day with the ever-important need to remain a kid through play, exploration, and activities that fueled your imagination and challenged you to go outside of your comfort zone. As you grew through your elementary years, you still enjoyed the wonderment of free play, but you became more knowledgeable about the world around you. You started to understand the importance of not only taking care of and advocating for yourself, but also your classmates by building strong friendships that will last throughout your lifetime. I have personally witnessed this with my own sons who graduated from here. Those bonds of friendship remain strong, supportive, and everlasting, no matter what life throws your way. As you made your way through middle school, you learned the value of time management and locker organization as you felt the thrill of changing classes and navigating the hallways without having to walk in a single file. You showed up with care and compassion in your hearts, standing strong for the underprivileged through your service work for local nonprofit organizations in support of the elderly, children, and the environment. While giving yourself to others, you courageously tried new things and started to recognize activities in life that you excelled in and brought you joy. Upon your arrival to Walden High School, you were greeted with the opportunity of choice. You had choices in what classes you wanted to take, clubs to participate in, leadership positions to run for, after-school activities to join, and the ever-important choice of whether to stay in or go out for lunch. Becoming a senior in high school was the cherry on the top of your senior retreat, your senior prank, your senior skip day, and your last official walk down the hallway as the entire school cheered you on in Walden's traditional senior walk. This next leg of your life's journey will grant you the opportunity to soar on your own terms. The world is literally your oyster to accomplish your dreams. No matter what you do, remember to continue to be curious. Never stop asking questions, delve deep into what interests you, and learn something new every day. Learn something new. Surround yourself in a community that inspires you and allows you to forge strong personal relationships. Continue to accept and respect people for who they are and celebrate their diverse interests, beliefs, and backgrounds. Be responsible and take care of not only people, but also the world around you. Lead by example with a compassionate heart and embrace change. No matter what direction life takes you in, seniors, you will be remembered for your kind and nurturing nature. You have admirably led the other students of this school with dignity and grace through all facets of school life. You bring an immense amount of sunshine to our days and delight us with your sense of humor and overall zest for life. You are passionate and serious about your causes, while in the same breath you are hilariously entertaining and fun. You will graduate Walden with a legacy of compassion for all those that you encounter, and in the same breath, give us a sense of hope that you will impact the world for better. Even though we will miss you tremendously, we can't wait to see what the future holds for you. The hard part is that none of us can imagine this school without you. We will dearly miss you. AJ. He's got the best hat. I will miss your wonderful creativity, sense of style, and passion for helping others. I admire the way you care deeply and fight fiercely to ensure that everyone feels accepted, valued, and heard. You have beautifully navigated school life while growing into an amazing person, ready to take on the next chapter of your life with courage, determination, and compassion. I am so very proud of you. Drew, I will miss watching you shine, whether it's in your award-winning scholastic writings, your unforgettable performances in the K-12 musical, your dedication to varsity sports, or as an assistant middle school basketball coach. I love the way you are constantly trying new things, all while still engaging in your passions of playing guitar and model trains. I've had the pleasure of watching you grow into an exceptional student, friend, and mentor, and was so very proud to be by your side when receiving the Rotary's Unsung Hero Award. Lily, I will miss your extraordinary artistic talent. Your work has brought us immense joy and has impressed countless others that have had the pleasure of seeing your artwork in the hallways and in Walden's Literary Journal. Your creative talent is just one of the many attributes you possess. As an AP Scholar with distinction, an honors graduate, and an amazing activist and community service leader, Germany is lucky to have you. I wish you all the best. Elia, I will miss your good morning hellos and warm smiles in carpool. I have thoroughly enjoyed watching a blur of your long arms and legs whiz by me in soccer and during the basketball game. In addition to your mad athletic skills, I love seeing the passion and seriousness of your approach when it comes to what is important to you in life. This intensity, coupled with your quick and agile abilities, will serve you well in your culinary arts pursuits. We are so very lucky to have you already begin your career that will inevitably spice up our lives with your wonderful creative flair for food and life. Abby, I will miss your deeply compassionate heart. You have the uncanny ability to not only detect when someone needs support, but you also are able to find just the right words to say to help brighten a friend or a teacher's day. Your pursuit of an English degree, love for reading, and all things feline makes me feel like we are soul sisters, and I couldn't be more proud of your scholastic writing achievements and the honors you have received here at Walden. Bellarmine University will be blown away by the great things that you will accomplish there. Billy, I will miss your boundless energy. You are the epitome of fun and a beautiful connector of people. I am proud of your seamless and successful ability to balance and excel in school, athletics, and service to others, all with a positive attitude and a smile on your face. I have appreciated your smile and that fun-loving morning hair that greets me in morning carpool. I am excited for your next adventure at the College of Charleston and know that you will continue to light up the campus with your intellect and infectious personality. Lena, I will miss seeing your eyes light up when you're talking with me about science and your passion for learning everything you can in that field. This determination and perseverance will serve you well as you pursue your dreams to study biology at U of L. You are not only an excellent student, but you are also beautifully artistic, kind, and an excellent community builder and leader. I am so very proud of you. Walker, I will miss your easygoing personality and individuality. I love the way you do you in your sense of style and service to others, and appreciate how you are always there to lend a helping hand to friends and teachers. It has been a pleasure to watch you perform on stage in the all-school musicals and to hear all about your BMX biking competitions. I will miss waiting for you in carpool as you expertly time your entrance to school promptly at 8:45 a.m. Natalie, I will miss your exceptional wit, your clever nature, your excellence in academics, your activism and leadership. You are a deep thinker with a strong loyalty for fairness and equity. I want to personally thank you for your trust by coming to me without hesitation to talk through things that were on your mind. Your ability to have open and honest conversations creates strong, long-lasting relationships that will serve you well as you pursue your studies, not only in education, but also through life. Ava, I will miss your gentle kindness, warm smile, and strong spirit. When you walked into Walden High School, my first impression of you was a shy, mild-mannered individual that was totally blown out of the water after watching you compete on the volleyball court and excel in the classroom. I am amazed by your unique ability to dominate at whatever you put your mind to, and easily pivot to be a gentle support for those in need. Your athletic prowess, coupled with your strong leadership skills, has made a positive and indelible mark on our community and is perfectly aligned with your vision of working in the healthcare industry. Lucy, I will miss your steady, capable, and confident ways over these past 13 years. You are the prime example of someone who doesn't have to make a splash to make a powerful impact. You quietly dominate in everything you do, whether it's in the classroom or on the volleyball court. Your list of honors and accolades is the proof in the pudding, which did not go unnoticed by a whole host of colleges and universities. DePaul University is very lucky to have you, and we will be at a loss saying goodbye to the last of the Keeling sister legacy. Charlie, I will miss your positive, happy, steady, calm, and even-keeled nature. You are exactly the kind of pilot that I want flying my plane. You have been an absolute joy watching you excel in soccer, bowling, tennis, track and field, all while staying serious and committed to your studies as an honor graduate. Thank you for being the consistent calm on turbulent days and standing up for the environment, women, and the LGBTQ+ community through our Walden clubs. Caroline. Oh, I missed you, Alyssa. Where are you, Alyssa? Good, Charlie. Caroline. Alyssa, just kind of open up. Alyssa. I will miss your beautiful heart, wonderful sense of humor, and the way you take care of everyone. We bonded that very first day of your kindergarten year, standing side by side on the front porch, having your parents take a picture of us. You watched me with your big blue eyes throughout the years, always checking in with me to ensure that I was okay, and having a good day and brightening my day with your smiles and gifts of love and appreciation. I have this beautiful painting in my office if you want to see it. I am very proud of your hard work and know you will continue to make Walden proud as you pursue a degree in neuroscience at Bellarmine. Caroline's next. Caroline, I will miss your courageous, determined, and compassionate nature. As a published author, you have achieved more before high school graduation than most people do in a lifetime. I admire not only your beautiful connection with your peers and teachers, but also the connection you have with your four-legged and winged friends. You are an amazing academic, and I'm pretty sure there isn't anything you can't do if you put your mind to it. I am excited to see what the future holds for you. And the other thing about Caroline is we went on this adventure at Camp Flamingo, and a snake fell out of the cabin roof, and it fell on Caroline, and she just picked it up and threw it off. That's where the courage comes from. I would have been out of there without looking back. Nikolai, I will miss watching you engage in your passion for music, photography, and writing. Your unwavering dedication to these creative arts has not only delighted us, but has also left a beautiful legacy of you in Walden's Wild and Free Literary Journal and the yearbook. I am beyond excited for your next chapter in life at the University of Louisville as an English major, and truly expect to see your name in lights in some form or fashion down the road. Rest assured, I will be cheering you on right behind your parents every step of the way. All right, Mikey, I can't believe that you've only been with us for your senior year. I'm just going to say that right now. The moment I met you, I knew our Walden family was complete. I will miss your fun-loving nature, warm smile, and incredible sense of humor. In addition to being the guy everyone wants to hang out with, I love that your passion is to help others. I'm so proud of your work ethic and support and care of the elderly and your dreams of becoming a nurse. Kavita, I will miss your beautiful way of making everyone feel connected and included with incredible gentleness and quiet courage. Watching you grow and flourish into the confident person before me today is the greatest gift that I could ever ask for. I was deeply touched to hear how Walden has become like a family to you at the track senior night banquet. It has been my absolute honor watching you step out of your comfort zone, trying new things like track and field, in addition to your acting debut playing Grandma Josephina in the K-12 musical. Carson, I will miss your subtle and quick wit, okay, partner? You completely embody the Walden character value of curiosity with your inquisitive nature, diving deep into the subjects that interest you. As a daily Wordle, spelling bee, and connection participant myself, I fully appreciate your love for crossword puzzles and your determination to complete them every chance you get. I am proud of your accomplishments not only in the classroom, but also your participation in the archery team and other high school clubs. I thought you finished, I'm sorry. Aubrey, I will miss seeing you in every aspect of this school, from your leadership in student council, coaching middle school basketball, participating in multiple varsity sports, mentoring our students, assisting our teachers, all while constantly offering to help with school events, and most importantly, being an amazing friend and support to those who look to you for guidance. You have been an outstanding Walden representative, not only within this building, but also in our greater Louisville community. Devin, I will miss your empathetic nature. You are definitely a community builder in every aspect of the school. You have an incredible gift of making people feel valued and heard with such poise and grace. I also know that behind your wonderfully kind exterior lies a competitor in the classroom and on the tennis court. It has been an absolute joy to watch you excel as an honors graduate and AP Capstone Diploma candidate. The University of Kentucky is lucky to have you. That is the conclusion of my special speeches to each one of you, and so at this time, I would like to ask Walden High School 7th through 12th grade Director Pam Zipper to come forward to introduce our commencement speaker. Thank you.
Well, that's a hard act to follow. I will do my best. So I do have the pleasure this evening to introduce our 2024 commencement speaker, Josh Suter. When I met Josh, so how it usually works is around January, Allison comes to me and goes, all right, who do we want to have this year as our commencement speaker? And she mentioned Josh and asked Josh to come in and introduce himself to me, and right then and there, I knew he was the guy for us this year. So Josh Suter is the Chief Executive Officer for the Chamber of St. Matthews, an organization of over 1,750 members. He has been in this role since February of 2022. Prior to that, he was the Director of the Membership and Business Relations in his 7 years at the Chamber. They have grown from 750 to their current size now, and they are the second largest chamber in the Louisville metro area. Prior to the Chamber of St. Matthews, he was the Director of Signature Events and Special Programs for One Southern Indiana, the Chamber and Economic Development Organization in Southern Indiana. Prior to this, he was a government spokesperson and had also been a reporter for the Courier Journal. Josh is the past president of the Kentucky Chamber of Commerce Executives, and in 2023 was named their Kentucky Chamber Professional of the Year. Josh is a graduate of Indiana University Southeast with degrees in communication and journalism. He is married to Lizzie, and they have 2 daughters, Faith and Lily, and they live in Sellersburg, Indiana. It is with great pleasure to introduce this year's commencement speaker, Josh Suter.
Well, good evening. I'm extremely honored to be standing up here tonight. In fact, when Allison asked originally, I was like, me? Really? But to the Walden Class of 2024, their parents, family, friends, as well as the faculty and staff of Walden, thanks for the opportunity to join you tonight. As the leader of your local chamber, I've grown to love the Walden School family and the amazing contributions you all make here every day. And I'd love to tell the story of the day that Walden saved Halloween in Brown Park. Because I remember calling Allison the day before and going, I need a favor. We need to host Halloween in your building. And without hesitation, Allison said, sure, no problem. And we literally filled this entire building with children. And that's the relationship that we've had with Walden and that we appreciate. So as I thought about what I was going to say tonight, I thought back to, I'm going to show my age here, May of 1997, when I graduated from Butler Traditional High School and walked across the stage at Freedom Hall. I remember the thrill of being done with high school. I remember the anxiety of having to go to college and make new friends, and the sadness of having to walk away from people that I had been in school with for several years. But that anxiety I mentioned earlier soon changed as I started to turn to new adventures, new friendships in college, and then eventually meeting my wife. I'm sure many of you that are sitting in this front row right now are feeling a little bit of that anxiety, and maybe some of those other feelings that I had as well. But I want to assure you all that the time you've spent here at Walden and the education you've received here and from your loved ones has prepared you for this moment. This moment to go out into the world and shine. And I say this as somebody who spent, about an hour with you all? And in that time frame, I got to know a little bit about you from you, but I also had a conversation with the 2 ladies sitting up here, your administrators. Zig Ziglar says you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. And I believe that the adjectives that I'm getting ready to read off that were said by your administrators really give me hope that you all are off to a great start. So let me highlight some of the adjectives that were given to me. Thespian, athlete, artist, chef, avid reader, comfortable in who they are, fun-loving, go-getter, leader, smart, strong student, animal lover, super exceller. And in addition to that, you come from various lifestyles, religions, backgrounds, learning styles, all of which make you all who you are today. So as you turn the page into this new chapter of your story, whether that be college, trade school, or straight into the workforce, I want you all to know that the generations before you need to hear from you. We need to hear your ideas, your perspectives, your voices. We need you to stand in the gap and help us see the world in your eyes. But we also need you to leave a positive mark on the world around you. My father-in-law passed a couple of months ago, but he used to say the true measure of success is the one that let me try that again. The true measure of success is the effect one has on the life of one another. You all have an amazing opportunity to leave a mark on someone else's life. So be kind to those around you. Support them. Pick them up when they're down. Be their friend, their encouragement, and their shoulder to cry on. You never know when or how you might impact someone else. One of the greatest influences in my life was a teacher I had in Butler, Carol Capps, who told me from the very beginning if I put my mind to it, I could do anything I wanted. After high school, I knew I wanted to be a newspaper reporter. I wanted to work for my hometown paper, the Courier-Journal. Ms. Capp's advice gave me the desire and the drive to be the first person in my family to get a college degree, and then to go on and work for the Courier. Her advice really gave me that desire and that drive to keep going, and it was her effect on my life that enabled me to gain invaluable experiences that have prepared me for where I am today and to chase my dreams. So my question for you all is, who can you impact? And have you met them yet? When I met you all a couple of months ago, another thing that struck me was how close your class is. I graduated as one of 308. 308. My average class size was the size of your graduating class. I'm a little envy of you all because your bond is so tight. So what I want to encourage you all to do is keep that bond going. Find ways to stay in touch. You know, people my age, we reconnected with our classmates through reunions and social media. You all are at the right size. You should be able to do this forever. And I would encourage you to do that. And here's why. One of the people I've reconnected with over the last couple of years is a guy named Jimmy Smith. And Jimmy owns Keller Williams Louisville, which is one of the larger real estate firms here in the Louisville area. Jimmy and I were not close in high school. In fact, I think we were in the same homeroom and we never said a word to each other. That should tell you how close we were. But now that we're adults and we're out into the working world, not only has Jimmy become a friend, but he's become a referral source. He's somebody I go to when I want to meet business people in the community. And he'll call me when he needs that right connection as well. So keep these relationships going. Don't let it stop because you go off to different colleges. Cell phones make this really easy, right? Quick text, quick check-in, just stay in contact. I'm going to challenge each of you to continue to live out the Walden core values when you leave here. The first being curiosity. Continue to be curious and ask questions. Be sponges and absorb all that you can. Be informed about the world around you and about the community you live in. And don't be afraid to ask questions about decisions being made. Community. This is a word I use every day in my job. You need to have a solid group of people around you. Those who value you, who entrust in you, who support you, and then you will do the same for them. And as you venture out into the world, you're going to need that community. And that community in my world, I call them my tribe. They're the people I call on when I need them the most. Respect. I challenge you to have respect for those around you. Have respect for your environment. Have respect for your community. But more importantly, have respect for yourself. The school website says academic, cultural, and religious differences are acknowledged, respected, and celebrated. And I would encourage you to carry that back out into the world. Surround yourself with people who don't look like you, who don't act like you, and who don't think like you. And respect them because they don't. And lastly, responsibility. Leaving high school brings a whole new level of responsibility. It could be going away to college and having to make sure you're fed, keeping your grades up, taking care of yourself, doing your own laundry. Mom and dad won't be there to do that for you. You're going to have to do it yourself. If you're going into the trades, you're going straight into the work world, it means showing up on time and putting your best foot forward. And then over the years, it's going to mean owning your own home, maybe getting married, having kids, and even later having to take care of your parents just like they took care of you. For those of you who aren't sure what your next steps are, that's okay. I started college as a journalism and communications major. I obtained those degrees and then decided, wait, I think I want to be an elementary school teacher. I wish you could have seen the look on my mother's face when I told her that. But my mom was very supportive and let me chase my path. While I excelled at some teaching classes, I quickly realized via elementary math methods that if I couldn't teach math, I couldn't be a teacher. Gave up on that dream real quick and went right back to newspapers. But after covering lots of fires, car accidents, shootings, and drownings, I also came to realize that again, this wasn't the path for me. I worked for the government for a while and then ultimately landed in the chamber industry. And I found my passion and my calling. Graduated college in 2003, but I didn't start my first chamber job until 2013. And now I have over 10 years in the industry and, as mentioned before, lead the second largest chamber in Louisville. Herb Brooks, the 1980 head coach of the gold medal winning Hockey Olympic U.S. team, said, "Write your own book instead of reading someone else's book about success." If I had done what everybody else wanted me to do, and I'm sure many of you are getting that now, and didn't follow my gut, I'd still be writing for a newspaper, doing some unfulfilling work, and being extremely unhappy at what I was doing. In my current role, I get to support entrepreneurs, I get to connect people and encourage them to take risks. I have the opportunity to support them in their highs and their lows, and because of this, I didn't settle for a job. I found a career and a passion. You can do the same thing. One of my favorite, comic strips is the Peanuts, and the author Charles Schulz has several quotes that I love that I'll share with you now. One is, "Be yourself. No one can say you're doing it wrong." Don't worry about the world coming to an end today. It's already tomorrow in Australia. It is. All you need is love, but a little chocolate now and then doesn't hurt. And lastly, learn from yesterday, live for today, and look to tomorrow. Rest this afternoon. And then some lighthearted advice, because there's been some heavy stuff in here. Always keep a spare pen in your pocket. You never know when you're going to need to sign an autograph as a future celebrity. And I feel pretty confident there's some future celebrities in this class. Remember, Google is your best friend, but don't trust everything it tells you. Sometimes it's about as accurate as a horoscope written by a goldfish. No lie. Embrace failure like it's your long-lost cousin. They might annoy you at first, but eventually you'll realize they're just here to make you stronger and provide entertaining family stories. This is a really important one. Learn to laugh at yourself. Life is too short to take yourself too seriously. And let's face it, those embarrassing moments make the best stories at family reunions. Trust me, my family's told many about me over the years. Don't be afraid to ask for help. We're all familiar with Batman, right? Batman needed Robin. He couldn't do it by himself. But if you think you're perfect enough and you don't need a Robin, then come see me because I need your autograph, like as soon as we're done, okay? Cherish the friendships you made along the way. And this sounds cheesy, but my wife helped me write it. They're like the chocolate chips in the cookie of life. Sweet, sometimes a little nutty, but always savory. And lastly, never underestimate the power of a good playlist. Music has the ability to turn even the most mundane tasks into epic adventures. As your high school career comes to an end, take some time to acknowledge those in this building who impacted you. Send them a card, an email, or tell them in person. Trust me when I tell you, thank those teachers and administrators before you walk out of here tonight, because the chance to do it again may not be there. And then I want you to thank your parents, your grandparents, loved ones, or friends who supported you and will continue to support you throughout the rest of your life. You would not be here today without these people behind you. So don't leave here tonight without thanking them for their support. And finally, celebrate this chapter of your life being completed. My wife would be offended if I did not use Dr. Seuss. She's a kindergarten teacher, he's her favorite, so this is the quote. Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. I can't wait to see what this class does next. I want you to leave your mark on the world. Show those doubters what your generation is made of. And remember, you determine your next steps. Trust your gut, take chances, and always be kind to those around you. Best wishes, Walden Class of 2024. Congratulations.
It is my privilege to introduce this year's salutatorian, Lucy Keeling, right up front. I love this. Lucy embodies the very essence of academic excellence, leadership, and service that we hold dear at Walden. This fall, Lucy will continue her academic journey at DePaul University, where we are confident she will continue to shine. Lucy has consistently gone above and beyond, not only achieving remarkable grades, but also contributing positively to our community. Her involvement and dedication extend beyond the classroom to our bowling and volleyball teams, where she has been an invaluable team member. She has also served as co-president for both the Y Club and the National Honor Society, demonstrating her leadership and commitment to service. Additionally, Lucy has been an active member of the Environmental Club and Kiva, balancing these responsibilities while maintaining an impressive academic record. In the classroom, Lucy has consistently demonstrated a thirst for knowledge, a passion for learning, and an unparalleled work ethic. Her academic achievements are a testament to her extraordinary intellect, perseverance, and determination. Lucy has been recognized as an AP Scholar and an AP Capstone Diploma candidate. She also had a really awesome mentor, highlighting her dedication to academic excellence. Through all these amazing achievements, one thing that stands out to me about Lucy is her courage to embrace her true self. In a world filled with expectations and pressures, being your true self is both a challenge and a profound act of courage. In her college essay, Lucy mentioned, "I want to spend time nurturing my relationships with people who are willing to connect with me and focus on my passions." It's inspiring to see Lucy prioritize nurturing genuine connections and pursuing her passions over conforming to societal expectations. Her college essay was a powerful reminder for me that embracing who we are, unapologetically and authentically, is the path to true happiness and fulfillment. So thank you for that reminder, Lucy. Lucy, we are incredibly proud of you and all that you have accomplished. We look forward to seeing the bright future that lies ahead of you, and we have no doubt that you will continue to achieve great things. Without further ado, it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce our salutatorian, Lucy Healy.
Hello everyone. After stressing about what I'm going to say today, to Dr. Combs, my friends, my family this past week, maybe more than I did my final exams, I finally thought of this phrase that my mom repeats to me much more often than I wish she would. She says there are many right ways to do something. And while I typically try to argue against the point when I feel that I'm definitely doing something the right way, I've unfortunately come to the conclusion that she might have been right, and the phrase is very fitting for this context. I've noticed that now more than ever as we graduate, we're all trying to find our right way of doing something, individually. In the next couple of months, some of us are staying close to home, and some of us are taking a huge step by moving far away from our families. Some of us know exactly what we have planned for our futures, while some of us are going in completely blind without a clue as to what is in store for us. And as I have started thinking about our futures in this way, I have simultaneously been reminded of how the past couple of years in high school, and even many of the years before that for some of us, have shaped all of us as individuals and as a group who are able to take these steps and make our own unique path. Starting in elementary school, a few of us have the shared experience of starting big families on the playground and getting pushed on the swings by our parents, who probably couldn't feel their arms by the time they were begging us to stop asking for a little more time in the air. A few more of us have been added into the class by middle school. During this time, we were truly figuring out who we wanted to become and gaining a little independence, even if our freedom came at a slight cost to our teachers and parents around us, who had to put up with us testing the limits of their patience. Although this time we definitely weren't ready like we are now. Trips like Bradford Woods almost got the trip canceled for future classes due to things like us peeing on the floor and filling up the yuck bucket with as much food waste as possible when the goal was to leave it empty. And while all these things shape us and prepare us for our future goals and foster our incredibly unique identities, I'm extremely grateful for the extra time that high school has given us to mature. It will be the time that I, and many of the rest of us, will take from the most. This is the point where every one of us came to Walden and met. We were all able to get closer through more school trips, gaining important life skills, like learning that releasing a baby snake into a large group of high schoolers around a campfire could be dangerous. Sorry. Then we had lock-ins with pranks that backfired on us when we fart sprayed the places we intended on sleeping and eating in for the night, as well as inside the balloons that continued to pop throughout the next day. Thanks, Billy. But even the small things that helped us get through the day and to this point, where we are ready to be on our own. Things like sitting at the lunch table with each other, complaining about how long the lunch line was and who was cutting it that day, or how much work we got assigned that we didn't want to do. I think that one of our biggest discoveries as a group may have been our love for complaining, especially after long hikes where we found ourselves scaling a mountain at Bradford Woods, or when teacher drew a line we didn't agree with. However, we came out of these experiences with a lot more than just that knowledge. We came out of these past couple of years with the ability to succeed in many aspects of our future. In elementary school, we learned how to choose the people we want to be surrounded by and connect with them through shared interests. In middle school, we started learning about independence and the importance of finding our own unique identity, even if that was an especially bumpy road to growth. And in high school, we learned about balance, choosing between the experiences we want to have with others and the new memories that can be created through them, while also allowing ourselves the time to set future goals, do the homework we did almost everything to avoid, and continue to find time to discover our individuality separately from the group. Because of all of these moments in time, we're full of the skills we need to succeed, and I don't think I'm qualified or really need to give any of you my objective advice for our futures. But I'm told I'm very good at being honest. Therefore, I'm telling you honestly what I have learned from those around me through these past years. We've all watched each other grow to become a very self-sufficient and an overall truly good group of people. We're going to start our lives after this, emphasis on our. And from what I can see, everyone here is extremely capable of finding their own right way of doing something. Because according to my mom, who is capable of giving good advice, the only way you can go wrong is when you stop doing what you want and suffocate yourself with the expectations of others. She likes to say that just because someone else's right way of doing something may be different than your own, that doesn't make your way wrong. This is the most important thing I've learned through being with and observing those around us. We have endless possibilities because of the people who have helped us get to this point. So I want to end by saying thank you to everyone. Thank you to all of the teachers who have helped us along the way. Thank you for helping us to discover right from wrong and nudging us in the right direction when we veered way too far off the path. And on behalf of everyone here, thank you to our parents who did the same and so much more. Thank you for letting us be wrong and letting it go when we insist that we are right. And overall, thank you to everyone for being there, even when we made it extremely difficult. Because even though it's important for us to decide our own futures, getting here was and will continue to be a group effort. Thank you.
Thank you, Lucy. I am pleased to have the honor of introducing this year's valedictorian and Walden lifer, Aubrey White. Aubrey's list of accomplishments, honors, and service are endless. With an impressive course load, involvement in 4 varsity sports, and a monumental list of community and leadership service work inside and outside of Walden, Aubrey has attained the high honor roll throughout her high school career. Aubrey is an honors graduate, an AP capstone diploma candidate, president of the Student Council, co-president of the National Honor Society, co-president of the Y Club, and a recipient of the Head of School Award, the Walden Service Award, and the Walden Leadership Award. I need my bottle of water. That's a lot. With all her academic, service, leadership, and athletic accomplishments, one would wonder how Aubrey would have time for anything else, but somehow she manages to be the last one to leave at an event or an activity, and the first one to be there for her fellow classmates in need. I have personally witnessed Aubrey lift up the spirits of fellow students, including my own daughter. Aubrey is an activist for women and girls, a true mentor, a volunteer, an amazing person, an amazing daughter, granddaughter, sister, and friend. She is a remarkable force that will take Walker College by storm in the fall. Aubrey, it has been my absolute pleasure to watch you grow into the amazing young woman you are today. Please join me in welcoming to the podium this year's valedictorian, Aubrey West.
Parents, faculty, families, friends, and fellow classmates. You do not know me, my name is Aubrey White, and I'm honored to be speaking to you all tonight. I've attended Walden for the last 13 years of my life, and I would not trade it for anything. Over the past few weeks, I've tried to determine exactly what I wanted to share with you all tonight. I look back on the past years I spent in these halls, surrounded by each one of you. I relived memories, looked at past yearbooks, and spoke with my friends and faculty, all who have helped shape each one of us into the person we are becoming. 13 years covers a lot of ground, and throughout these years, a lot of memories were created, friendships were formed, relationships built, and lessons were learned. This past Tuesday, I ate my final meal in the cafeteria as a Walden student. I enjoyed the familiar nature of sitting at the lunch table with my friends, chit-chatting about what had inspired that day. As we shared our opinions on our final meal here, I heard the faint tune of a familiar song. The song anyone would recognize if they attended Walden from kindergarten through 4th grade. The ever so familiar School's Out song. I finished my meal and I went into Tucker Hall as I saw the kids on the stage getting ready to perform. As they sang that song, I saw a few students struggling, so I began demonstrating the choreography. I knew every move from memory, not missing a step or slowing down. It was as easy as breathing. It was muscle memory, ingrained in me over the years. Looking back, I realized that every time I performed that song, I was looking forward to getting out of this building, going on summer vacation, hanging out with my friends at the pool, and taking for granted that I'd be coming back the following August to the teachers and wonderful support system that is the Walden community. My father and I always joke about full circle moments, and this year, my final year at Walden, has been full of nothing but these full circle moments. From my final first day of school picture, under that oh so familiar arch, coaching middle school volleyball, listening to the children sing School's Out, the senior walk, hugging teachers who taught me how to spell, and lastly, my final field day. No matter how long each of us graduating here today has been here, we've been lucky enough to be a part of the Walden community, and will forever have our roots connected to this place, these people, and this family. As I look back at the past years, I realize how unique our class truly is. Our class of 20 is perfectly balanced with different interests, commonalities, and personalities. We balance, push, support, and admire one another. If you look at the yearbooks from the past 13 years, you can see our graduating class start to form. Beginning in kindergarten with Lucy, Alyssa, and myself, the following year we gained Natalie. Moving forward in our lives, we gained Caroline, Drew, Lena, Abby, Walker, and Devin in middle school. Gaining Carson, AJ, Billy, Nikolai, and Charlie freshman year. gaining Lily, Ava, and Alaya in our sophomore year, Kavita in our junior year, and last but certainly not least, Mike this year. Our class would not be complete without the addition of each one of these individuals. We have grown in facing many transitional challenges, from learning how to fill each other's buckets up in first grade, to writing our names in cursive, and surviving an extensive essay writing process during 8th grade English. Navigating the transition to high school and the addition of new students during COVID, from hybrid learning, and eventually being back together. I remember meeting some of my fellow graduates for the first time at the end of freshman year, after only knowing them through a screen. We survived freshman physics tests, the changing of the guard of the faculty, and the maturing of ourselves as we made fun of one another on our extensive walks to Heidi Brothers during life skills freshman year. We bonded through the shared experiences in high school, from nature desk nights, soccer and volleyball games, dodgeball tournaments, and getting separated on our hike during our senior trip. We faced our fears going together, going on ski lifts at Red River Gorge, giving our AP research presentations, and deciding on our future plans. What do all of these shared experiences, moments, lessons, and bonds have in common? We did them together, supporting one another and being there for each other. The choreography from that also familiar song, these lessons, our friendships that we've made and learned at Walden will take us far into our futures if we choose to utilize them. When we walk out those doors in just a little bit and walk into the next phase of our lives, whether it's in the classroom, the kitchen, or in the air, I know that the lessons, the friendships, and the community that we built together will not go away or become a faint memory. All of these examples and memories I've shared combined demonstrate the extraordinary preparation and freedom we have to go forward. Walden has allowed wonderful friendships and relationships to be formed, as easily as breathing. Each of us graduating today has been able to create bonds that will last us a lifetime. Walden has been my second home for the past 13 years. I have grown up within these walls along each student, regardless of when they joined. In the school, I met my best friends. I learned how to play the recorder, picked up my first volleyball, and played volleyball for the last time in this very gym. Every single monumental moment from age 5 to 18, I spent sharing with the people that I met through the relationships that I formed in this building. Even for those in our class who came much later in our Walden journey, we all shared the experience of making a decision for our first step towards our futures. As Lucy mentioned, we may be taking different paths, but they are all the right ones for each of us. I know that we will all take the lessons, the relationships, and the growth that we have experienced throughout our time at Walden, whether it's been for some a few short months, for others a few years, and for 3 of us a lifetime, into the next phase of our lives, in our next chapter. Each of us graduating today owes thanks to our parents, our families, friends, and teachers for their everlasting support, commitment, and dedication. On behalf of our class, thank you all. We give thanks to the entire Walden community for showing up, supporting, and cheering us on our way to this moment and the start of the rest of our lives. Thank you to my family who has supported me every step of the way. Each of your love, commitment, and care has aided me into the person I am today. Some of you are newer to the family, but nevertheless, you showed up for me every chance you could. I am so happy to call you my family. Specifically, I want to thank my mother for teaching me here, and allowing me to attend Walden as I grew into the person before you. You have given me this opportunity, and I want you to know how deeply I appreciate everything you've done for me. I want to thank my father for showing up day in and day out, from bringing me forgotten science projects and missing bowling uniforms. You always came through, and I'm glad to have you in my corner. Additionally, there are many faculty members that over the course of these past 13 years have truly aided in my growth as a person, a student, an athlete, and a leader. These individuals include Ms. Bledsoe, Mr. Flower, Ms. Sutherland, Mr. Gross, Ms. Whitus, Dr. Combs, Mr. Boland, Dr. Nygaard, and of course, Ms. Bickle. Lastly, I would like to thank my best friend, my biggest supporter, the person who questions me the most, and the person who will always crack a joke, my literal twin, Chrysler. You push me to succeed and challenge me to want to be the best. Thank you for being by my side every day of my life. I could not be here today without you. Now looking at each one of my fellow graduates, my friends, I want to thank you for every experience, insight, joke, or sweet treat you shared along the way. When we leave tonight, we will all continue to grow and strive into new and different ways, whether it's in Louisville, down south, or across the world. This year alone, I've seen each one of you grow into the person you are becoming the person we want to be, and continue to evolve the person we once were. Our roots will always be intertwined with this community, these people, and one another. We will certainly go far, but a part of us will always be rooted here with our fellow class of 2024 Walden graduates. Please remember that when we leave those doors for the final time, this is not the end of your story with Walden or one another. Rest assured that this community will always be in your corner to support you. Thank you, and congratulations.
Will the class of 2024 please rise for the conferring of diplomas, and please welcome Walden Board of Trustees Chair Mary Stone to the podium.
Adrian Andrew Abernathy. Drew Nathaniel Barton. Lily Carlotta Carnahan. Elia Galileo Chudkowski. Abigail Nitra Doran. William Thomas Fowler. Lena Anan Jazzy. Walker Andrew Jennings. Natalie Elizabeth Jones. Ava Elizabeth Cameron. Lucy Dale Keeling. Charles Adrian Clapp. Aisa Mikhail Manning. Caroline Elizabeth Mason. Nikolai Charles Lloyd Mays. Michael Jeffrey Mudd. Kavita Lee Radcliffe. Forrest White. Devin Taylor Williams.
All right, graduates, can you please rise and face your families? All right, as you may have noticed, each senior carried with them a yellow rose as they walked to their seats. The symbol of the yellow rose represents friendship, joy, and caring. These beautiful yellow roses also convey warmth, delight, gladness, and affection. At this time, I would like each of our seniors to give their rose to their loved ones, coupled with a hug, to symbolize the warmth and appreciation of your families. Graduates, go ahead and seek out your loved ones. Looks like I should have brought more tissue.
They're supposed to stand and still face them.
Have everybody back?
Yep.
All right, just a little housekeeping before I have you officially turn your tassels. We will allow the graduates as well as the faculty and staff to walk out of the gym first, and then graduates, you're welcome to come back into the gym to be with your loved ones. And you can get as many pictures under the balloon arch. We'll move this podium out of the way, okay? All right, so graduates, if you could turn back around to face your families. Graduates, you've received some final words of wisdom from those that have gone before you. You've had the opportunity to fondly reflect on your time at Walden by hearing from some of your fellow classmates, and now your diplomas are in hand, or right in front of you. The long-awaited time has come to change your tassel from right to left, symbolizing your transition from candidate to graduate. If you could do that now. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating our 2024 Walden graduates.
Wait, no, go close. You have to go out the door.